One more is good.
Welcome to stay if you like. We all had dinner last night. Welcome to stay.
Eh? Hello.
I was wondering like what the price is on this one.
这个这个I'll check the this one so that I can look at it. Oh, sorry. Because I can put my design in bandana on this one, right?
Yeah.
You can just add it on.
Because last year you also asked your product about this. You remember?
Oh, is that the one? Oh yeah, you're right. So I have those, and I don't
Just
have.
ask for price and something new idea.
Ah, okay.
And this is our gift from our company to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
It's bookmark. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I will check it later in my hotel because I was just like walking around. There's actually some new what is this? Some new items in like on this booth. There are some new. So which next show you're attending?
when you work with vendors. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. It's your money. Say no. $20,000 invested, and you take $48,000 off. What do you call that? Of course, there was silence in the room, and what we call that is stealing. And that fixed the problem. Because it really was stealing. And those vendors were very, very important for that store. We had a college bookstore who came to us and he signed with us, and then two weeks later he said, you know what? I'm glad I hired you guys because my auxiliary director just rang me and I said I need $300,000 extra cash for the next 6 months to help pay for the addition to the School of Business. I've never produced that much cash flow with this people. Ever. And it wasn't like, could you? It was like, you will. So he said, oh my God, where would I get $300,000? I asked people at trade shows all over the United States and Canada. If the bank thing, you called the note, said you need $300,000, pay down your loan by $100,000. What would you do? What would you do if that happened to you? There was this lady in the front row a couple years ago, and I looked at her, what would you do? And she looked up at me and she said, I'd cry. But there's no crying in retail. Really, where would you get the money? Cut expenses? Come on. Who here is working about all this bad expenses? Increase sales? Well, if you have this master plan to increase sales profitably and have extra cash flow, why haven't you done this before? Paul Erickson says that the money's in your inventory. Money's in your inventory. We're going to get it there. Okay, fine. But where and how? And how do you go about it? Because we don't want to make things worse. So we gave them, the first meeting we had, we gave them this report. And it was essentially, here's where you're overstocked. The 10 categories, and it's 220,000, but here's 10 categories where you're understocked, 390,000. And for the first time since he's been running that store,
or how much they have in cost of assets and things like that. But really what he was saying is the interesting point is that a really good retailer will come back and tell him how long they have until they're out of inventory. So they'll say, I've got a few months worth of stock or 6 weeks of stock. And the reason that that's really important, so that would be our turn rate, how fast are things coming in, is because this is really the metric that we're interested in. So your gross margin return on investment. Has anybody seen that one before? So I realize this is a very short presentation, it's kind of high level, but if you guys want to jot these down, the turns rate and the GMROI are two very, very, very important metrics in retail, and I highly recommend that you guys go home, hop on YouTube, slow down the videos, and see all the examples you can until you actually understand what they are. Because you can always look at your revenue in terms of margin, right? But let's say that I have like a piano store. I make a very high margin on those items, okay? But I only sell one piano two times a year. So if I'm making a 30% margin and that's coming in twice a year, that's my turn rate of 2. But if I have a competitor piano store beside me that's making a slightly less margin, but they're